All right, guys, let's jump right into it. So, Eddie, you were the champion yesterday. You'll go first this round. But our question is, yesterday on a plane back to Rome, Pope Francis was asked about gay people. And his response was, if someone is gay and he searches for the Lord and has goodwill, who am I to judge? How do you guys feel about this comment?
Certainly. First of all, that's champion 2 days in a row. So I'm on a win streak here. So my answer to that question is I think it was actually a sound perspective. And here's the reason why. Here's why it has incredible value. Because there are many people, it's a 1 billion member following Catholicism. And so there's 1 billion people, or give or take, that are following the Pope, and they're going to make an effort to emulate his actions and his perspectives in their life. Now, Pope Benedict XVI, when he was Pope, the Vatican issued a statement saying that young men that exhibit homosexual tendencies couldn't enter the priesthood. And I think that perspective puts people in a position where they start to judge people. And the one that Pope Francis gives allows the followers to not judge, for lack of a better term. So I think it has value because he's leading people, they're watching him, and it puts out this sense where we're not going to judge others if they're following Pope Francis.
Wow, Eddie, great job. And you're not even Catholic. That is pretty amazing. It is a breath of fresh air. Pope Francis is definitely a breath of fresh air. His comments were, well received by the world yesterday. It is not a Catholic position, even though he is the Pope. It would have to go through the hierarchy of change. He is the Pope of the poor. He just came back from Brazil. 3 million people on the beach. And what I loved about the Pope is how many people give a speech, Eddie, and you give speeches all over the place, when women show up in bikinis. And there were bikinis at the Brazil event, so go Pope.
And if it was in Brazil and they were in bikinis, it was even that much more special.
Amen. Amen.
All right. Well, great arguments. But, Conn, I'm going to give this one to you, and simply because of your breath of fresh air comment.
And I didn't even brush my teeth today, so that's good.
Did.
We don't even know that.
You earned that one, Conn.
Yeah, you did.
We had fun. We just have fun here on the Pro vs. Con Challenge. We are getting some questions in at 678-596-5270. So hopefully your question will be picked, and if so, we've got a special gift for you.
All right, next question. So 20-year-old Mylie Cyrus, which it's hard to believe that she is only 20 still. I feel like she's been around forever. Posed nude for a good cause. She joined with Michael Kors for the Protect the Skin You're In campaign to raise awareness for melanoma. So my question to you is, do you think it's appropriate for a 20-year-old, no matter what the cause, to pose nude? Conn, you won the last round, so you go first.
Not my 20-year-old, but Mylie, amen.
Amen to that.
Let's be very clear. You use the word nude. So when because I have to do my journalistic duties, you had to go pursue the photo, and it is a covered photo, so it's a little bit liberty to say nude. It leaves up to the interpretation. She's hot.
She is.
I didn't really know who she was until you.
Really?
Well, I didn't watch Disney Channel.
Yeah.
That would be a little creepy. But she's grown up, and I think she's engaged to Liam, and I give him a high five. I would definitely give him a high five.
He did. I think we give her a high five. We give Liam a high five. So I'd say this. I think it's become part of the culture, especially with Disney child stars, where they kind of progress and they look for a way to change their own personal brand. And part of that process seems to be become more edgy. And I did my research as well. Not exactly a nude. I would call it art, though. So I went in a different angle. I looked at the history of nudes. And the first female nude, was called the Venus Pudica. And it was from 350 BC. And that's actually the pose that she posed. And it's a pose where a female is nude.
Are you allowed to use pose 3 times in one sentence?
Pose, only if you're a poser. No, so she, so it's a female pose where they cover up their private parts. So it's been around for over, 2,500 years. So I think it's certainly art and very artful. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the use of private parts. Very nice. Very nice. We'll be broadcasting this on the web, on our website at ConnJackson.com, ConnJackson.com today, and you can see what Nicole looks like, and you can vote if she'd look good in short hair.
Halle Berry cut.
No.
And you can see how good the poser here today, Eddie, looks with a bald head and a pre-made.
Yeah, you didn't have
what
to
do
put
women
me out
think
there.
about pre-made versus? I mean, when you tie it
You had
yourself,
to put me out there for the. I mean,
well,
our
you tie
viewers
it yourself. I
Yes.
mean, that is bad to the bone.
Certainly.
GQ, awesome.
I do tie my bow ties. You didn't have to put me out there in front of America. They might not have even known that this was a clip-on.
I know. I didn't know at first. I mean,
Thanks
girls
a lot,
can't tell
Conn.
those things. It's kind of like you guys can't tell when we do little changes. You can't tell.
Being a hater makes you greater, huh?
Oh, I learned last night if you get out of your comfort zone is the only way to grow.
All right, we need to separate you two now for a second. Let's.
I just dropped that line. It
back
really
to
didn't
this.
have any
So-
relevance.
At all.
So who's going to win this round? All right. I think I'm going to go with Eddie on this one because of the brand. And I think she is. Mylie is trying to create her own brand right now outside of the Disney Channel. She's trying to get away from that good girl, all-American image and be a little edgier. She cuts her hair. Her music video on her latest song was very, very racy. And then this. But at the same time, it's for a good cause. So I think that there is no problem with it.
So what you're saying is the poser
Yes.
won
The
round
poser
two.
won round
Thank
two.
you.
So we're tied 1-1. Now we have a question
1-1.
from our viewer, Carly in Duluth. She says, apparently she read a Vanity Fair article, and it indicated that women being a good potential mom was the number one quality men seek when going after somebody to date. Now, guys, is being a good mom in your top 5? And if not, or what are your top 5? I guess that's what she's trying to come across as.
America, this is where I close and win 3 straight pro versus con challenges. First and foremost, we're 2 single guys here that are working on and or struggling in finding our own life loves, for lack of a better term. So here you go. No, absolutely not. I don't make a consideration. I'm not looking for a good mother necessarily. I'm looking for a good woman for me. And I do have 4 or 5 non-negotiables. Nurturing, positive, optimistic, comfortable and diverse environments, and intellectual. Now, how those things translate to mother, I don't know, but compatibility for me, 100%.
But nurturing is motherhood. That would be the term. So, in fact, you are looking for someone that can
That's a
nurture,
quality.
right? Laughter is my number one quality. I think if you're going to get through life, and I've seen people that had their 50th wedding anniversary interviewed, and they said laughter and the ability to compromise were the 2 qualities that made it through the test of time. If we could all find someone, now Peter, our perfect producer, has found someone where they laugh and have a great time and do cultural events. So for me, it's all about laughter and just feeling comfortable together. And that's my answer.
For a Harvard grad, you get confused an awful lot. And I'd like to say it's not the message, it's the listening ability.
What did you say?
Exactly. 5 qualities. Nurturing is one of them. Yeah, that would translate well to being a mother. But if you don't have a solid relationship yourself with the person you're involved in, then motherhood, marriage, it's not going to work. It's not built on solid ground.
Yes. All right. Well, I think that this one's going to have to go over here to the man with his hands in the air.
Oh!
Just simply because laughter. I think laughter is so
Oh, my
important.
God, you
have
want a
to have
comedian?
fun, but not a comedian, but you just have to be able to have fun. But yeah. So thank you for that one, Carly. And now we are going to wrap things up here. So make sure you join us on Twitter at Pro vs. Con Show, and that's Con with 2 N's. All right, we're going to wrap things up now.
Well, we want to thank Eddie the Pro today, and Nicole Muracco, thank you so much. Our first broadcast will be on ConnJackson.com today. You can see the team together in the studio. Thank you, Peter. Thanks for everyone listening at Love 860 AM and the iHeartRadio system. We love doing the Pro vs. Con Challenge because we love connecting with you. Go out there and have a blessed day.